Good morning, guys. It's Ralph with Pondscapes out in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're about to go out back to build a pondless waterfall. Join me. Blake, I'm running a little behind today.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
You're forgiven.
Listen, you've been here for a while. Yeah. How come the waterfall's not built yet?
Well, see, the problem is the rocks need to be in place first.
Yeah, well, make it happen, bud. So we used these three rocks to get an idea of what we wanted to do for our final drop into that aqua basin. Now we've got a layout kind of in our minds. What we want to do is now put down our protective underlayment fabric, and then we're going to put on our liner and start working from there. So as soon as we get that liner dropped in, we'll get those lower rocks in place, and then I'll show you kind of the idea of the beginning or the end of this waterfall. Like, it just really depends on how you look at it. Is your glass half empty or half full? This is the beginning or the end. Okay, here you go. We have got our liner down, and I've got those three put back into place like we talked about. So this rock is actually outside of our aqua basin, and you can kind of see the perforations of the top of that aqua basin through the liner. We've got that weir stone right on the edge, and we had to put that on the outside because that rock was a little taller than we needed, so we sank it down. And then what we're gonna do, you can kind of see how the liner is tucked around the outside edges. We're going to backfill up with our quarter minus, and then we'll be able to add in some more accent rocks to get our elevation we need right over here. And then we've got some bigger ones under this fabric here. Right now what the guys are doing is this plumbing, we've got to get it lower. We just didn't have it far enough back, so we actually want to put a rock right on where that 2-inch line was coming up out of the dirt. So just a little bit of modification there, and then we'll be able to keep working our way back. We have got all of our drops sorted out, so now what we're doing is working on the framework. Devontae is working on the details of the end of the stream, transitioning from that paver patio and kind of doing like an avalanche cobble washout down into that lower level. So this is where that last drop is going to come in. There's number 2 and there's number 3. So we've got to work our way around and pin up that liner. And we've got our spillway in place, as you can see right there. So we've got to build that up, foam everything in, and then we're all done, right? Like, pretty much done right now. All right, check it out, guys. The bibbing is all complete on this lower elevation. So you've seen this before, but if not, welcome to bibbing. What we do is we take a piece of liner and we just place it in this cavity. And then what I like to do is I'll take a Sharpie and trace that line all the way around. And then we cut it out using these nice sharp scissors, and that liner piece fits nice and tight. Then what we'll do is inject foam on that whole outer perimeter. I do a nice fat bead of foam all in there. And then when we lay that liner down, the foam comes up and over and basically hugs this piece of liner, creating a bib. And so when water comes over this cascade right here, it drops. It's going to be camouflaged with river pebble, and it'll ride that top of that liner and over to the next rock. So that is what bibbing looks like. Here is the next level that needs to be done. Let's get after it. Brian, can you believe it's finished? After all this time?
All this time.
All right, so here you have it. We have got this beautiful little pondless waterfall with a large aqua basin and the small spillway. And what we have as far as a pump here is the Aqua Surge 3000 with that low port suction. So I think this turned out amazing for how tight the space is. Remember, this was 10 feet wide by 11 feet long, and we couldn't take up all of the real estate from side to side, front to back. There's still a little bit of room in the back and on the sides for terrestrial planting. So I think we nailed it with this, and perfect amount of sound coming through to this nice low covered patio. So the one thing that you don't want to do is be sitting under here and trying to enjoy this and have to talk over the volume of the sound of the water. So I think this turned out just beautiful.
Oh.
All right, Mary, we're all done. I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
You were telling me how much you just love this and you can't believe you've lived this long without it.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. It is so spectacular, and loving the sound. It's great. It's beautiful. Exactly what we want.
Awesome. Now, you had a feature here for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Tell me about your hurdles with that and the struggles you had with that.
Yeah, it was put in by our landscaper about 20 years ago, and it was, as you called it, the old-fashioned kind of volcano tower with rocks all around it and a big concrete basin. And we couldn't keep the basin clean. We couldn't, it just seemed to just be never ending, and we just got tired of the maintenance. And so we went pondless this time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that was our goal.
And it only took you 20 years.
Well, no, we had we had it for going up until about a year ago.
Yeah. Well, I am very appreciative that you gave us the opportunity to come create for you. And
It is spectacular.
I just hope you love this for years and years to come.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. We are all done with this. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked it, bing, hit that button. Got a big bing bing over there. That's awesome. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's free. Just subscribe so you can check out what we're up to over here at PondscapesAz, making your water feature dreams a reality. We'll see you on the next one.